G'day. This will be one of the roughest videos I've done for a while, unfortunately, but it's to prove a point. About a year ago, I made a video. This is a video I just had to make of what I encountered when I was having problems with the stereo unit in my BA Ford Fairmont gear. In a moment, I'm going to show you an uninterrupted video I've just made of reconnecting the battery and how my radio reacts when I turn it on. But first, just a quick recap of the video that has had 20,000 views. Most people have commented in a positive way. There's a very high chance you've come here searching for a solution. I have the solution you're after. However, just lately, I've had a couple of people accusing me of it being a hoax video and calling me a liar. There's a 99% chance you've come here because the radio in your Ford BA is not switching on after you've changed the battery. Now that's my number one hate. If you really want to get up my nose, as these people have done, call me a liar. And as I've said in the comments, if this was a hoax video, I simply would have deleted your comments and not let them be published. So I have nothing to hide. In fact, two of the people I initially invited over to see for themselves the results. I didn't know where they were at the time. I do now. Sometimes on videos, when you see footage like you're looking at now, they're called cutaway shots or B-roll. They make a good alternative at times to watching my ugly head talking to you. I've been making YouTube videos for 14 years and probably only seriously in the last 5 or so years. I don't have a fixed genre, but I have made quite a few help videos and how-to videos, and as always, I don't have a vested interest in any of these things. I only ever speak the truth about what I've experienced, and that was also the case with this particular hack, as I called it. I'll link the original video in the end screen and also down below in the description area. But here's a quick flashback of a couple of key points in that video. So I drove around for a few days with no sound whatsoever. Like most videos I make, I use ideas that I have come up with myself. Now I searched high and low the internet. This answer is nowhere to be found. And I must point out this is the premium sound system, as they call it, with the 6-stacker CD. It may not work on the BA Falcons, I don't know. There is no code for the BA. Now I can't guarantee this will work for your car. This specific car is a BA Fairmont gear, 2003. I can only tell you what worked for my car because it's the only one I have to try. But hell, it's worth a try, isn't it? If it's a 2-second fix at home, at the very least it'll save you $80 or whatever. Unfortunately, what the negative people have been commenting has shown me that clearly, despite their alleged experience with automotive electronics, they fail to grasp what I know myself personally from when I was a kid and started playing with electronics. And also, more pertinently, a good mate of mine who is an auto electrician and has been doing it for probably 50 years or more, knows only too well, and that's a thing called intermittent faults. Apparently these guys that are complaining about my video being fake must not have ever encountered such a thing, which I find quite bizarre. Anyway, from what I've been able to ascertain since I made that video by other people, probably my radio was experiencing some sort of fault at the time. However, both myself and the many people that have found this little hack, as I called it, worked, clearly tried simply pressing the on-off button to no avail. And that was the case that I found. So again, this was over 14 months ago that I encountered this problem. And it was only by pressing a few buttons simultaneously did I find this hack that worked. I was happy as Larry. Now, I never shot video of connecting the battery. That was just B-roll, cutaway footage to say, in general, if you want to retain memory in your car, how to go about it. That's why I don't have any footage to show you. Sometime after making this original video, the car started to run rough, so I used my scan tool to make sure I cleared all codes. Whether that resolved the problem, I simply cannot tell you, but that's what I did. So this is the full video, and stick with me for one more moment after it and I'll have a little bit more to say. Now, I've changed batteries since then and haven't encountered the problem. You're about to see the results that I get now. So here now is the video that apparently should be what you encounter normally if you don't have a fault or some weird issue, and as you'll see, there's no code error that flashes up on my car. And my BA Falcon gear. Sorry about the engine bay, it's a long time since I've detailed it. You can see the build date there, I hope. December 02. Battery's disconnected. Now, we'll reconnect the battery. There's a little tip, by the way, that an auto electrician mate of mine who's been doing it for 50 years told me once. I forget the reason why, but give it a few taps when you reconnect. So as I said in the first video, Ford Falcon gear. And this will be a bit dodgy because I'm not left-handed, but I'll show you what I can. Once I find the keys, no scan tool attached. Okay, there's no no hidden thing plugged into the giving it power anywhere. CD player's just going through its startup regime. Okay, all off. There's the key. And try and get the screen in one shot here. Okay, put the key on now. That's just the low fuel thing. But you can see no error code when I key on. And normally, just push the button for audio. So that's the way mine works. That's not the way it worked the first time. Obviously there was a fault. And just another thing while we're here. Oh, I should do a startup, sorry. Just start up. Right. Another question I had, which I may as well answer while I'm here, is does it reset the next time you use it? So I just locked the door to show you. The battery's still connected. So key in again, and same deal, radio's already on. Start up. There you have it. So that's as much proof as I can give you. And of course, don't forget to tighten the battery up properly once you've done that. And just in case you think it was a fluke, here's the whole operation repeated again. The battery's been disconnected about an hour. Different battery from last time. This is to verify that it wasn't a hoax what I made nearly 2 years ago. It's had 20,000 views. Okay, so there you have it. Key in. Says audio off. Turn the fan down. It's just cycling through its CD player. Says audio off. If we push this button, I certainly don't get any code error or warning as I power up after connecting the battery. And that was the challenge that was put to me. In fact, 2 people have said if I can show them that this is fact, they will give me a sum of money. And if they wanted to donate the money as they claim, there's a safe PayPal link in the description area below. Well, I guarantee you they won't, nor will they apologise, but there you go. People like to make comments and not back it up. I always back up my claims where I can. Also, if you watch the full video, which I won't repeat now, the other main crux of the issue was that 3 different Ford dealers told me different stories about the radio and whether or not it could be fixed and how much it would cost if it could. Also, I'm sorry that you find that I look creepy or whatever other insults you wish to level at me. I can't really help that. I'm sure you'll find as you age, you won't look as good as you think you do now. Sure, I could shave a bit more often in my videos, but I don't always. The one thing I do with most of my videos is put in an awful large amount of work, sometimes days, to make the video a little bit more interesting. So if you don't like that, by all means move on. Now, bearing in mind I don't get paid to make any videos, please don't tell me what to make on my YouTube channel. I have, and always will, do my best to make videos when people request it, if it's something I know about or have experienced. But demanding I make a video to satisfy someone that's come on and insulted me through comments is not the ideal way to go about it. But on this occasion, I will. There's no need for obnoxious comments. If you wish to open a dialogue with me, I'm more than happy to do so in the comments. But if you're only going to call me names, well, I'm sorry, you're wasting my time as well as yours. So the final thought is, first of all, thank you to the people that know I don't lie in my videos and I only do it to help people. To those naysayers, all I can say is try approaching people nicely rather than calling them names and insulting them, because I'm quite capable of giving back more than you gave me. On the topic of disconnecting batteries, hot off the press, I have an update for people that have an FG Falcon Mark II that require disconnection of batteries. It's recommended that a YU tool, I'll put a link in the description area, is used if you have to disconnect or replace the battery. So thanks very much to the guy in the comments, and hopefully that'll help those of you with an FG. But if you do have an issue, for whatever reason causes it, please look at the original video, because I guarantee you for my car, and apparently quite a few people in the comments, the hack, as I called it, was successful. And in my case and theirs, it wasn't simply a case of pressing the power button. That just didn't work, which is why I fiddled with a couple of buttons in combination and came up with the solution that I did. So cheers to those of you who simply acknowledge that things happen that can't always be explained, and this was one of those cases. Thanks for watching, and check out the full video at the end if you're interested, and that will explain the whole process of what I found at the time. Here are some other links as well for car repair videos I've done, both Ford and general car repair related. Cheers.